Hello, this is William Crazy 56. This is actually my first video that I'm gonna post on YouTube, and you can just like think of me as William, not William Crazy 56, because that's pretty long. Today I'm gonna be reviewing the the Gundam Master Grade Gouf, and then yeah, here we have the look of the box. You get a look at all the stuff. Yeah, just a blank back. And you get this picture on both sides of the whatever. Already messing this up. Oh, there's the box. The box looks really nice. I honestly really miss old Gundam boxes. I think it's really weird what they did, but I think it's really cool. How like they like put this lettering and stuff, and they block it out with the actual figure. Like they did the same thing with like the high grade Dom and Rick Dom. Okay, here's the figure. I'm just gonna give it, let's 360 look. I don't have that 360 thing that most people use. Just spin around somehow. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about a couple things. The building experience, how it looks, of course, the articulation, the accessories, and I don't even know what order I'm gonna do that in. I'm just gonna do random by random. I might add another one, I'm not necessarily that reliable. Okay, let's get on with it. First off, the building experience. The building experience was actually like really fun. This is actually my first master grade kit. I've really only built high grades mostly, and then I got the real grade wing. But anyways, this is my first master grade kit, like I already said, and yeah, it was really fun. Oh frick, I'm zoning out. What was I gonna say? I swear I'm messing this up so bad. The inside parts, the inner frame, it's really fun to build. You get all the movable parts and pistons. And actually, what I noticed while building it was that when I was building the lower feet, or like the inner frame of the feet, I think they're like pretty much identical to the Zaku 2.0. And I don't have the Zaku 2.0, but I did watch that speed with like that crazy music. It was also like putting on the actual like pieces and armor was really fun, because then I got to see like the inner frame get like completely covered up, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I don't think we're here to sob about freaking the inner frame. Oh, I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it when I feel like it, because that's life right there. I'm gonna like give like 3 good things about this and 3 bad things about this. Let's go over the out of the box. This is like literally out of the box. They did not panel line or paint anything. This is out of the box. I didn't really do a good job in the nipping, but I'll talk about that later. Here we have the head. Looks really nice. Yeah. The shoulders also look really nice, and I don't like Zeong. I don't not like Zeong. Perfect Zeong. That's a different story. It looks very sleek. I didn't panel anything and stuff like that because I wanted to keep it very vintage, like the original show. So, yeah, that's basically it. This figure is really, really sturdy. Because of all the inner frame stuff, it's like really sturdy like this. Like, it's really, really sturdy. This is the only, like, somewhat loose part in the thing. Everything else is sturdy except this. Which is, I mean, it's not that big of an issue. Polycaps, they make a big deal of it, and they don't say if it's good or bad. Freaking move that so it can look symmetrical. God. Movable hatch, open the cockpit, and then there you have your figure right there. Not Rumbarall, which is really weird. I'd much rather have Rumbarall in it rather than a friggin' random pilot that's gonna die anyways. It looks very sleek. You can even pull off the anime pose. Here's the anime pose, so do what you will with it. Frick, let me move this back. Yeah, the only thing I can really complain about this figure is the mono eye. I mean, there's really no issue with it alone, but like in like lighting like this, it's like really hard to notice. I'm just gonna stop talking. Let's move on to articulation, and oh god, this is gonna be like the worst thing ever. The head can move up, down, side to side. It's on a ball joint, and then you get this really nice side to side thing with mono eye when you turn the head, which is the same on the Zaku 2.0. Where when you turn it, if you see there, the mono eye moves with it. I should probably like move my freaking fingers up. Yeah, you really see how I do those fingernails. You don't look at them. Also, then that Rumbarall Gundam the origin kit. I forgot what it's called. Arm will move this much up. The shoulder, it's on like this type of joint. Is functional, is a butterfly joint. See, when you do this and then you have that, you can see that there's like a feature right there when it has a butterfly joint. If you're wondering, it was made in 2009. Swivel at the bicep, you couple joint, but I think both are removable parts. You can see that there's like a piston thing right there, and you can see that's a movable part right there, and it goes further than that. Yep, there's that. You get some up movement, down, and then, you know, side to side, and there's like a ball joint right there, so it gives for more articulation in the wrist. And then it's on a ball joint, of course. And then, like, the fingers are mostly individually articulated. You get this thumb, it's on the ball joint, so it can move around and stuff like that. You get this, all these fingers have hinges right there. And then the trigger finger can do that, and this, if you want to break it or something. All these fingers, not all these fingers are connected. Other hand, yeah, didn't forget about that. Each finger is individually articulated, and the thumb can still do all the stuff it did on the other hand. And you get some ball joints that really don't do anything at all. But these two fingers aren't individually articulated. That being said, you can pull off this. Yeah, freaking Disney.
You don't talk to me like that, you little piece of shit.
I actually saw this like idiot TikToker, like who knows when, like bash someone just because they made a freaking joke about Miss Marvel. Thing goes up, down, side to side. It doesn't really move much because of the skirt armor. See, it's like is this type of joint where it's not in the middle, but it's like up, so it can do more articulation. This up, back. There's that, so we can't do the splits. Swivel at the thigh, and get a really nice double joint. There's a movable part. No, there's a piston right here, and there's a movable part right here. And this thing at the lower knee, it's so sturdy. Like it's so satisfying how sturdy it is. So there's that double joint. And then the ankle is like really cool. So here's that up movement right there. There's down movement, and you get some side to side. And because of the pistons, you can't like turn it all the way around and stuff, so it's like that. And then you get a freaking toe bend like that. And then they can move like that. Frick, I can really tell how old I am. You can actually notice the back piston right over here when you do that stuff. Frick. So overall, articulation is really, really good. I'm kind of worried for those polycaps because I do not pay attention in Gundam videos enough to know if polycaps are good or bad. So, yeah. Let's move on to the accessories. Stand I'm definitely not going to need. Frick. Here we have all the accessories. Here we have a Rumba Roll freaking figure. Pretty detailed. Actual left hand that you can just attach, and you don't have to like unpeg this because it just like you take it off and put it on. Or something Haman or Haman. No, it's Haman because the other person's Haman that I still haven't watched. I've watched I think around half of Gundam Zeta. Of course not all. Also pretty detailed. This thing, just to save you time if you're gonna get this kit and build it, instead of like taking them all out individually and then putting them together, I suggest you take one out, attach to the other, disconnect that one, and then repeat the process. Because each of these are individually on the runner. So, yeah. For some reason this one falls off. That might be a me issue, but I make everything our problem. So there's that. It can do a bunch of articulation. It's pretty sturdy overall, unless you're freaking holding something on it. So I don't think it's really an issue with like being like super loose. It can hold a pose. Heat saber. Freaking focus, you motherfucker. Yeah, really, really nice heat saber. I don't think it's actually possible to break unless you're like freaking like doing it on purpose. Yeah, pretty sturdy connection. Frick, this focus sucks. This is what happens when you film an iPhone 11. Here we have the shield. This is connected to a polycap and it's a ball joint. You know, the freaking ball joints can do. Frick, didn't do the giggity. Yeah, everyone who watches Gundam will know who says that. where that phrase comes from. Yeah, I'm not paying for that because I don't need a lawsuit. I'm better than them. And here you have the final thing. Here's like the thing you get, and then you can just put on a stand. Here you have it on the stand. And now that I think about it, these fingers look like the thing from freaking Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's really sturdy. See these pegs right here? They're on both sides of the arm, and they're on both arms. Oh, frick mother fricker. I forgot an accessory. I don't know why you need this. I mean, what are you gonna do? Attach like freaking two of the things, become whiplash? This, you put the shit on these. It looks like you put it on the circle parts, but no, you don't, because the instructions lie to you. And if we go over here, you can see right here, and yeah, this is Jobby's favorite spot. Yeah, I just did that. That's legal. That's legal. If you don't plug it in correctly, it'll fall off like a bunch, so plug it in correctly. And it's like movable for some stupid reason, even though when you actually have it on, it can't move. That's just stupid. It's time for the end of the mother effing review. For this is its center, I'm gonna have a heart attack. 3 good things. First off, the articulation. The articulation is really nice, and also the fact that it's like super sturdy. All the movable and piston parts, like, again, it's like really sturdy. And yeah, I'm just gonna repeat the same things and make this video longer. One time I was doing a Yugo video and it like ended up being like 40 minutes. Who knows how that happened. The mono eye gimmick. The mono eye gimmick is really cool, and yeah, that's basically all I can say. Do not break it. I don't know how you break it. I guess it's like do it too much, but do not break it. Inner frame is really cool. That and the building aspect of that, and it just looks really cool. And I really miss the inner frame, but I'm not gonna bother and take all this off again unless I'm like freaking like screaming. Okay, time to get to 3 bad things. Yeah, I just love talking about terrible things. My first bad thing is probably you probably noticed it throughout the entire video. What are they called? I freaking forgot. They're really noticeable, especially on this blue. For like the dark blue, it's not noticeable, but for the normal blue, it is noticeable. And I'll actually show it. You can see it's just really noticeable, and that might just be a me problem because I like kind of didn't care about like nipping and like shaving down all this stuff. And I didn't really have actual real nippers. I just used like tools I found in my dad's garage. And yeah, but like I still, when I was like cutting things off, there were like these little specks that like were still on. I had to like pick them off. It was kind of annoying. The sword and the hands. The issue with this is that the connection to this and that is terrible. They have this peg there, which I give them credit for doing, but it's not good enough. Yeah, sorry, Bandai, it's not good enough. Just like Hasbro with their Beyblades. Those are never good enough. They're so bad. No, I actually remember when they used to be good, but those days are gone. So yeah, the connection's really terrible. If you put it on, it'll stay, but if you like move it a little bit, then it'll like sort of like wiggle off and it'll fall and die. And of course you can't attach it to this arm, you know, because frick. The last thing would probably be the poly caps. Yeah, frick. I'm honestly don't know. I feel like the joints have loosened up in the legs and here a little bit, just a little bit. I feel like they've loosened up ever since I first got them. It's kind of annoying. Every time when I move this shoulder, every time when I move it like up and down or something, the peg will like come out. Like if I move it like this, if I show you, you can see right there that's moved out, and I have to push it back in every time. It's really annoying. I was gonna mention a bonus one. Okay, I completely forgot. I'm just not gonna mention it because frick it. Yeah, that's the review. This is my favorite Gundam model kit I have. My second favorite is the high grade Dom, my first model kit. I mean, there's really like it doesn't stand out. It's not like the best high grade ever, but it's just really nostalgic to me, and nostalgia usually always wins in my favor. My third favorite is the real grade wing. I mean, I broke the V-fin twice, and then I broke one of the things, but yeah. And I don't even know. I got a Brilliant Optimus Prime. Okay, we're done with the video. Bye. Hope you enjoyed. Please come back to the channel and like and freaking subscribe. Yeah, I definitely know what subscribing means. Subscribing.